Hey guys, I am so glad you're here. Congratulations. I'm glad you made it. We are halfway through the month of January in 2026, and I believe you are called for such a time as this. And imagine with me, if you will, the opportunity to interview someone who has beaten all the odds, who was told they wouldn't live but a few years, and now it's 20 years later, and they're kicking butt and taking names and being advocates for people who battle chronic illness while being a caregiver to an aging relative. Now, I don't want to steal her thunder, but I want you to know my name is Bren Harris. And I founded The Warrior Nation when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. And I want you to know I don't have all the answers, but what I do know is together we really are stronger. I'm going to take you in the Wayback Machine just real quick. My son was born in Japan. And it's so funny to say that because now if you threw a dart at the US, we're right in the middle in the heartland and the weather is crazy. But we came back, and when we when we move in the military, it's called permanent change of station. And we use ASL, PCS. Now, I know that some of you are new, and my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. And let me tell you what, in the last 17 years, we have walked straight through hell. Now we go back and take water to those in the fire. I know if you know someone, boys in California, 1 in 12 diagnosed on the autism spectrum. Nationally, 1 in 31. This is an epidemic. And if this is not an epidemic, I don't know what is. What I do know is that things are changing and improving, and that you are called for such a time as this. Now, when we were PCSing or moving, we stayed with an older relative. Yes, this kitchen has not been updated since the 70s, but I remember this just like it was last month, even though it's been, 17 years. So this is me with baby Zach, with my MacBook and my English pottery. And I was so angry because moms were being disrespected online, and it was driving me crazy. Now, in Japan, having a child and breastfeeding them exclusively is the norm. And now I know this sounds really weird to us in the US, but I mean, exclusively breastfed babies are the norm in Japan. And when we came back to the States, moms were being shamed for that. And it's so weird because that's the perfect nutrition for babies. And so I got really something ignited in me. And that's where the Warrior Mom and the Warrior Nation began. Did I have a clue we would be in half a dozen countries in a 20,000 strong movement? Absolutely not. I just knew that my silence made me complicit to the shame for new moms. Now, fast forward, this was just a few months ago, and this is my son now. He towers over me. He is 6'1.5". And you can see he has the big ear defenders on there. Now he wears little loops, and they have gold, and they look like earrings. I don't know what that part of the ear is, but that they look like earrings. Sometimes people get that pierced for migraines and stuff, but they're loops and they go in the ear. And you guys, I can barely hear. The only time I wear mine is when we're at a movie, because the theaters have one volume, extra, extra loud. And that's really important to protect our hearing. Now, if you've been around me for 5 minutes this last year, you know that I have written 2 books, and they have both hit the bestseller. And thank you, Warrior Nation, for making that happen. And you guys overwhelmingly voted for the best-selling author picture right here. And I am so blessed to have people that will chime in and guide us in the right direction, because you guys being part of that process, you also voted on the covers of the books. And we did something really unique, and I can't take credit. This was a team effort. And I had a publishing company out of New York and Wyoming to partner together and to hit a home run with this. And the first book is The Major and the Musician, and you can see that right there. And this is a Warrior Mom mystery. A lot of people said, "You wrote a book. I thought it was going to be a, tear in my beer kind of autobiography about how your son was medically injured." Well, no, we have enough reality. And I am here to say, when we think outside the box and we also step into our creative zone. I mean, growing up, I was never the rom-com love story chick flick. I was always, give me the mystery. Give me the mystery. And you guys, I can have the worst day caregiving. We have had the most challenging year with our son. And what I'm finding is that when we keep asking questions, we've done everything we can naturally. A lot of times I will get on a podcast and like, yeah, I just got punched in the face. It's okay. Or, take a kidney. I have an extra. And this is where I think our guest is going to really bless you tonight, because she's dealing with some of the same things in a very different season of life. But this book is a mystery. It's a mystery. One of our reviewers, our early advanced copy readers, sometimes we refer to those as beta readers. They said, if Indiana Jones and Lara Croft Tomb Raider had a baby. So that's kind of what the book's about. If you do not like mystery, intrigue, and suspense, this is not the book for you. And I love that we can come together and have a little decompression. Now, if I have a really rough day, if my son's having that aggression season, because puberty and autism is a lot like rocket fuel and a blowtorch, I kid you not. And we have found the right medication for him. So if you know anyone with a teen on the spectrum, please send them my way. I would love to share this amazing, amazing, amazing medicine. It has changed our entire life. And I'm not joking. I always said I would not put him on medication. Puberty changes that narrative. And I love that we can come together and compare notes and lock arms and kick these neurological issues in the teeth. So the major and the musician is mystery, mystery, mystery. And then at the end of the chapter is a lesson for the warrior mom. Now, you don't have to feel like a warrior or be a mom to really take some real nuggets. And I'm all about the quick wins. And we talk about that a lot in the journal, which is the companion. And you guys voted on this cover too. The Warrior Mom Journal, Volume 1. Yes, we have a series. This is just the beginning. And I love that you are here tonight to share in the journey. And we're going to be talking about this journal tonight as well. This is not, the weather's balmy and 75 and I wore a cute gray sweater and, pink slacks or whatever. This is, what's that one thing? Hear me, warriors. What's that one thing that you always said that you would do? And life started lifing. We're caregiving. We're getting married. We have mortgages. We have 9-to-5 jobs. I spent 5 years in corporate America, guys. Not my calling. It felt like 15. I am not called to sit in a putty colored cubicle and be a number. And it was really, really challenging, which makes what I'm doing now, I don't even care what amount of work I have to do, because it is always better than making someone else's dream come true and letting them get rich while I'm selling my soul to make that happen and working 60 to 80 hours a week. All right. So the Major and the Musician, both of them, and the Warrior Mom Journal both hit the bestsellers lists. Thank you, team. And thank you, Warrior Nation, for making that happen. And the journal actually hit number 1, and we were awarded this certificate. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I love that in today's culture, in today's business space, that we can find a voice and find our tribe. I want you, as we go through this, think of that one thing you always said you would do, and it just got put on the back burner. Not without shame or judgment, because we're going to help you uncover that tonight. Now, without further ado, I don't want to steal her thunder, but we have a rock star guest, and we're going to ask some really hard questions tonight. So she may need to pause and think about it. This is not your average podcast. This is, hey, we're here to change lives. And sometimes that gets a little uncomfortable. So stand by. Hey, Tennille, did you make the live?
Hi, yeah, I'm right here. Thank you so much for having me again. I feel
it is my pleasure. I'm so glad you've taken time out of your busy schedule. Now, we know that you are an award-winning advocate and a chronic illness warrior. Can you share with our Warrior Nation a little bit about who is Tennille Stewart?
So, my name is Tennille Stewart, and I guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life after a diagnosis or any major life disruption.
Oh, that's amazing. And I've seen you do this in real time, and it is a gift. Can you go back in the Wayback Machine and let us know, and like, where you're from? How'd you end up where you are?
I am right now in the bushes of Georgia. However, born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Clearwater Beach, Florida. And yeah, I lived in New York again for a while, and I've been here for about 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years. And yeah, I am, normal, regular, schmegular, degular girl, besides being in medical journals for lupus flare-ups, besides learning how to walk a few times, besides losing all my hair a couple times. Other than that, totally regular.
Nothing special, nothing to see here.
Oh, you're so funny. When you said tear in my beer, I was like, let me take a note, because that is, I've never heard that saying before, but it's mine now.
Welcome to the South.
Warriors unite for real. I love it.
Okay, so let's get, for those who may just be joining us, can you take us back when you were first diagnosed and what that looked like?
So I was 19 years old and I just got so sick. I had a full body rash, 104 fever, and nobody knew what was wrong with me. They just kept sending me home and sending me home. And after 8 months of blood tests and this kind of misdiagnosis, and maybe it's this and maybe it's that, after 8 months, they finally came up with lupus. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what that means. What is that? I've never heard of it. I didn't know anybody who had it. They not only diagnosed me, then they told me, well, with the severity of your symptoms, we don't see you making it to or past 30 years old. I'm 19, and they said, well, just don't plan to live too long, because like you're not going to. Yeah. I was like,
no way.
Are you joking? Is this I was waiting for Ashton Kutcher to jump out. I was out of being drunk. I was like, is this America's Funniest Home? What's going on? And they were completely serious. My rheumatologist walked in that room, very nonchalantly said, you have this and you won't be living too long. Have a nice day.
Oh gosh, doesn't that just make your blood boil now?
Oh, I was 19. I think that's so cruel. That is so cool. It's like, what did you think I was going to do with that? You thought, like, go live on these medications for the rest of your life. It's not going to be very long, but like, here you go, 20 pills. I was like, can I punch this man, or is that wrong? Am I allowed, or what's going on? It was crazy. Yeah.
You go, girl. Because our motto here at the Warrior Nation is, who says what's the workaround?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've seen you live that out.
Yeah.
I love it. Do you have a fave quote or mantra or scripture that kind of gets you through?
Okay, so as of right now, if you would ask me like a few months ago, I would have had a completely different answer, right? But for right now, I have been studying Ho'oponopono with my Hawaiian friend. And it is a mantra, a prayer, something to like bring you back to center, and they call it cleaning. And the phrases are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you just say those over and over. And like, I'm almost sure that saved a few people's lives in the recent times, like that I've known it, because it just brings you back down. Like, it's a breathing pattern. It's a like calming down and bringing yourself back to where centered. Like, just chill out. This is it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been amazing, honestly. Like
that's powerful. And can you pronounce it again for us?
Ho'oponopono.
Okay. Yes. Can you put it in the comments? Because that's powerful. I love it.
Fantastic. I love it.
And you guys, look at Tennille. She's glowing. She has a lot going on. She's getting ready to hop on a plane and head to Phoenix from Georgia.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate your time. That means a lot to us because we know it's valuable. And I love how you're talking about reclaiming. We are firm believers. Who says what's the workaround? Because just because someone's wearing a white coat doesn't mean they have all the answers.
That part.
No offense to our doctor friends,
Yeah.
but that training is very narrow in the West.
Yeah. It's so true. And like, you are raised thinking like they know everything, like run to them and they know everything. But that's just not possible. They're not whoever you believe in. I believe in God. They're not God. Like, I'm sure that they have great intentions and want people to get better and live longer and that kind of thing. They just have never met me yet. And according to the medical journals, I defy every absolute that they ever have seen. They're like, that can't happen. Oh, it happened to her. Oh, that can't happen. It happens to me. So, you can't, it's not trust them. It's invest in research, invest in asking questions. Like, don't just let medical stuff happen to you and say nothing and do nothing. It's your one body. You don't have any spare bodies back there, right? This is the one that you live in. So make sure that you bring every concern to their attention. Make sure you get multiple opinions. Make sure this is the biggest project you'll ever work on is your human body, your mind, your life. This is your one life you get to live. Make it amazing and don't just tolerate it. Don't just keep on surviving when you could be living.
Mic drop. Yes. Amen. Go girl. What's 2 ways that this journey has changed your daily life?
I pay more attention and listen to myself, like my body. Like when I was young, I say that like I wasn't 19. When I was like young and crazy, I would wake up and like, first of all, I would sleep forever if I was allowed. I would wake up and just start doing stuff. I would just get up and like walk directly out of my bed into the world and like no preparation. Whatever. Now I have a morning routine that is a religious experience. Like I do not do anything. If I need to wake up at 4 a.m. so I can get my me time in, I'm gonna get my me time in. Like I'm a vegan now. I drink my water now. I pay attention to what my body is asking me for. I'm not just like, oh, well, my leg hurts. It's okay. I got a spare leg. It's fine. Just let it. Like I will be like, what is this pain from? How, like, research what's going on. So I have a life routine, a morning routine, and I have way more empathy. Like I thought I was an empathetic person before, but going through these things makes it register in my mind that people do not look like what they're going through. I looking completely fine with 1.5 liters of fluid on my lungs, with blood clots in my body. Like I looked fine. People would never know. So if someone comes to me and they're acting a certain way, my mind is like, maybe they're in a lot of pain right now. And I just don't know. Maybe they are going through something. I just don't know. So it's giving me the opportunity to give more grace to other people because I just don't know what they are going through.
Oh, Warriors, did you catch that? Give other people grace because we don't know what they're going through. That's very powerful. And looking at you, I would never guess that you had those physical challenges. I would also never guess that you are caring for your grandmother who battles dementia. Can you tell us a little bit about the caregiver side of life?
This is why besides that you're my friend, this is why I was attracted to your book and your journal. I really I love a good story. Like the story is great, but the journal really, really got me because like I just said, in the morning, I really like to have me time. I do my oil pulling, I do my prayer time, and then I would look at my journal and do the prompts in the book. So the way that I've never been even a little bit pregnant. I don't have any children. Okay. But caregiving a loved one is the same, like it's don't get offended, moms. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's my grandmother took care of me when I was a kid. When I first got diagnosed, I laid in her bed for weeks because I couldn't be alone. I was scared. She took care of me for so long that I feel like I'm grateful to get the opportunity to take care of her. It doesn't mean it's not hard. It doesn't mean it's not an investment in our relationship. I wouldn't say a sacrifice. It's an
Mhm.
because I want to do this. It doesn't mean that it's not very difficult, and you're giving a piece of yourself. It's me and my mother taking care of my grandmother, and it has like I'm grateful that it's a tag team. I'm grateful that we get to see all these cute, crazy things that she does. But there's also like a battle. Like when Bren says, like, "Oh, I just got punched in the face," I'm like, "Girl, same." Like I know what you're talking about because people who you love so much and can be so sweet at times go violent occasionally, and you have to you get to remember that like this is not all of them. This is a disease. This is a disorder. This is something they're dealing with. That's not them. It's not their soul. But coming back to this book, Brent. Oh, it's bright. I'm sorry.
The
Book. There it goes. There.
Warrior Mom Journal.
Really, it's such a nice way to like recenter and like do something nice for myself, and it's just so nice and so pretty. I really like it matches me right now. Like it's my aesthetic. It matches me right now. I always that's like my number one thing. I'm sorry. Like, my purse. I can't. I'm not. But yeah, it's so lovely. Like we're both doing this hard thing. I never thought that Warriors Unite would register so hard because we're in such different categories of the warrior nation, but it is a warrior nation. Like, look
Mhm.
at how different and how the same our journeys are. It's crazy. We have stories for days, Like, things that happen that are so parallel. It's wild. But I'm so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful for your books. I'm so grateful to be included in this way. Like, this is it's a movement. Like you said, it's literally a movement. I love it.
Oh, thank you. And we are we are so blessed to have you guys. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, let us know where you're chiming in from in the comments. And also, if you're on the live, put an L. If you're on the replay, put an R. And I love that we can talk about caregiving, and you neither need to feel like a warrior nor be a mom to benefit from the Warrior Mom Journal. Guys, this is truly the definition of together we are stronger. Now I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. Thank you for being gentle and not giving too much of a spoiler alert on the book for our readers. And now this is a question Tennille has never heard, so you guys be gracious. If you could travel back in time and have dinner with one famous historical figure and pick their brain, who would that be and what would you ask them?
Oh my goodness.
I know. I imagine a time machine when I say this question.
Oh my goodness. There are so many people. I really, in my mind, I'm breaking it down into categories of what type of people. You know what I mean? Because performers, there's that. Like historical figures, like even like presidents, even like there's so oh my goodness, no, there's not. I feel like the first person that came to my mind, and I don't know why because this is super weird. Whitney Houston.
Oh,
Like
talk to us. What would you ask her?
young Whitney, first of all,
Right.
I would ask her about her faith. I would ask her about her technique. I would ask her about what it was like growing up where she grew up in like regular schmegular degular stuff. This is young Whitney, not later Whitney. Like, so I want to know like, the wholesome things and what was really going on back then and the music industry and like, I used to be a musician. So like I want to know all the things. I want to, sing together. What's your favorite song? I want to ask the silly first date question. What's your favorite color? I want to ask all the little questions and the deeper, bigger things. And I want to know what she thinks that the future is going to hold, because then I'll know. I'll go back home to this century or whatever and be like, Whitney thought bippity boppity boopity, but whatever. But like that would be so interesting. That's such a crazy question because I have so many people. But first, she was the first to just pop up.
Oh, I love it. And what a voice. Now, what's her favorite song that you love?
My favorite song. I mean, Dance with Somebody, maybe, or Run to You. Is that what it's called? I wanna run. Yeah, run to you.
Sing a few bars.
I wanna run to you.
I love it.
But no, she's just a powerhouse in every way, and like the different eras of Whitney were crazy, and like the way she made a song hers, you couldn't hear a song and not know it was Whitney. You know,
Right.
like she didn't mimic anyone; she was herself. And you know, her auntie is the other older famous singer person. Was it Gladys Knight? Someone like that. No, Dionne Warwick was her aunt.
Oh, okay.
Warwick, yeah. So classic voice. You can't a Dionne Warwick song, you know it's Dionne Warwick.
Right.
Whitney song, you know it's a Whitney. I yeah, when I was little, that was somebody who I practiced to a lot, like to before auditions and stuff.
That's wonderful. And Tennille has a beautiful voice, you guys. And it's so funny because we met in a mastermind when we were investing in ourselves and hanging out with other one percenters. And I never would have dreamt in a million years we would connect. But her Instagram handle is at Tennille the Captain. And I'm like, she has some depth.
At least I know love will keep us together. That's at least I know that.
And I love that. Now I know you have a lot going on. You've received amazing accolades this past year, and you're getting ready to go on this trip where you have been promoted to a remarkable level of leadership. You have, I think you have some events coming up. Can you share with the Warrior Nation how they can find you and all that good jazz?
Follow my socials. I have a speaking engagement in March that the tickets just went on sale, so I'll put the links that you can buy the tickets. Okay, and I have a masterclass the 27th. Is it the 27th, Bren?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll be announcing all of that this upcoming week as well. But keep your eye on Tennille _ the Captain. I post a lot. Look at my stories. The stories usually have links in them. And Facebook, Tennille Stewart. YouTube, Tennille Stewart. TikTok, Tennille So Silly. I am on day 1033 of affirmations every day.
Oh my gosh, props. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
1033.
Yeah. Follow me there, and we will, affirm each other. If you are stuck on how to start affirmations or want to laugh, because I do some silly videos. As you can't tell, I'm a little silly. Then follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and we will be on this journey together. Warriors unite. Yeah.
Oh, be blessed. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're taking time out to lock arms and know that you're not alone. Here at the Warrior Nation, we want you to know we see you, we hear you, and you belong right here. I won't claim to have all the answers. What I do know is that together we truly are stronger. I'm Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom, with the Warrior Nation, your source for truth, transparency, and trust. Warriors unite.